Let's guzzle down some bliss today. I love you. Be blessed. Let's awaken our inner wizard, shall we? Hello, good morning. This is Briggs. Welcome to the Blissful Breakfast. It is phenomenal to have you today. We're going to get sloshed in the bliss. We're going to get hammered drunk. We're getting injected with some bliss. Together, let's just relax into an ecstatic state. I'm so stoked today. Today, we're going to be talking about awakening your inner wizard. I am all about wizardry and magic, and I have a game. I created a game, a wizardly game called Wizards and Relics. It's pretty straightforward there. It's magical. I love Harry Potter. I love fantasy stuff, and my intention with that game and that sort of even brand and company is to awaken your inner wizard. I want, when you play my game, when you play Wizards and Relics, I want it to help you awaken your inner wizard. And it's very subtle. It's a game, right? It's not like overly spiritual. It's not overly whatever. It's a card game that's fun and simple enough, yet strategic. But just the magic behind it, and even the magic behind like Lord of the Rings and C.S. Lewis's work and all sorts of fantasy stuff. Is just awakening that, like Star Wars, like awakening your inner Jedi, like learning to tap into the Force, the field, the quantum field, the figuring out the magic within you. I'm all about that action. So you see my shirt here, it says awaken your inner wizard. I am insanely passionate about that. For me, what that means is tapping into the divine within you. And I had an episode about like, you are a divine wizard, right? And like, what does that mean? And this is an extension of that, awakening that dormant, divine, magical, powerful, like goddess, God, self-creator, self, magic user, magic wielder, Jedi within is what I love about this world. I've had mystical experiences. I've tapped into, just whether it's basic, is that a word? Basic meditation, having experiences of feeling lightheaded, tingly, of seeing miraculous things happen, of just feeling energy, even just the basics of feeling energy, feeling like this magnetic tingling, having altered states of mind. I love that stuff. And I usually do all this sober. And I want to say usually, like pretty much 100% of the time. I've dabbled in plant medicine very little, almost zero. I'm open to some of that stuff for sure, but I love exploring consciousness and awakening consciousness and connecting with the unknown, with the divine, with God. So I love the idea of awakening our inner wizard. I think it's the thing I'm most passionate about, and just to be like totally frank and like having a conversation, and just like me having personal experiences with spirit, with like my higher self, with God, with whatever, say like having visions, like being able to lay down, soaking in music and like having visions that are indescribable, of like flying on a pirate, like being in a pirate ship flying through clouds and like having this fun dueling, like 20 versus 20 pirate sky battle. And like, I've seen things that, like I have this pool, like, and I don't know if you've done like hypnosis or if you've ever had any, just even daydreaming, but like, or have like a mind palace, if that makes sense, a place where you can go in your mind to sort of connect. And there's lots of different people and authors and whoever that talk about that stuff. But I've had many experiences, I mean, just visions that I just like don't have control over necessarily. Some of them I do, but some of them I just like my mind, when you just let go, it just like takes me to places. And honestly, I've done a lot less of that lately. I used to do that way more in my early and mid 20s. But, I've had so many of those, and I've drawn them out, and I've tapped into source, what I would call source energy, and have just been shown things and been guided in different ways. And whether it's through people or through like words or through like prophecies or things that kind of came true, or whether someone knew something about me that I didn't know, like that they shouldn't have known, or I've actually done that too. I've known things from someone else that didn't know. And when you go out and leap out in trust, and when you encourage someone or bless someone, or like I've gotten a vision for other people and I've had crazy experiences. They're like, oh my God, that's exactly what I needed today. Or like, yeah, that thing is amazing. I'll get a vision for a a turkey, and they're like, oh my God, I love turkeys. And yesterday this turkey, something happened. I didn't actually have a turkey experience, but there's been lots of things. But anyway, I'm kind of going down a rabbit hole. But when we realize that we actually are divine, when we are wizards, I believe we're wizards. And if, some people maybe don't like that term, that's fine. I believe we're magical beings, and there's real life magic. And with technology is amazing and I love it. But when we have certain things that technology can do for us, if we have certain things that it's just not in our culture to do, we kind of lose track. Like back in the day, different tribes or different people, when we're not able to like pick up the phone and call, like people were actually able to like communicate telepathically. Or, we all have this inner intuition, right? If you're a parent, if you're a mom, like, oh man, that thing is online, right? Otherwise, that you've had experiences where your body was telling you something. You felt something in your body. You felt something in your heart. And that stuff is real, baby. That stuff is real. And the more you practice that, I've found, for me, the more that you can leverage it, the more you can tap into that, the more you can get into a creative flow, the easier life is. You can like figure out a life path. You can figure out a way to leverage that to your benefit, and it's beautiful, or to benefit others, which is even better. And so yeah, that's awakening your inner wizard, is rediscovering that like innate potential that we all have, that we're unlimited and we're powerful, that we are creators of our reality, and that we have superpowers that we can actually use. Like if we listen long enough, our body will tell us like why we have this rash, or why we have this chronic illness, even why we have cancer or a disease or whatever it is. Our body will tell us, and is trying to tell us, that something's wrong. If you have any bad thought, that is technically your body and your brain telling us you have out of alignment thoughts. Because that's not normal. Normal, I believe, is for us to be in a completely blissful, happy state, completely healthy and ecstatic. Now, the nature of this reality is that it's actually kind of hard to achieve, because I believe we're here on this planet to grow, to learn, for our souls to have experiences, to enjoy physical reality, but also ultimately for our soul to progress through consciousness, to evolve and to learn. And so the best way of learning is being thrown into a shit show, right? The best diamonds are created with extreme pressure, right? So we're all diamonds in the making. We got some pressure going on, which is love. I love that. And, so if we don't actively pursue uncovering the gold within us, we're going to be thrown, situations of pressure that are going to help us to learn and grow. But so life can be super fun, man. And awakening your inner wizard and your inner power is going to help us. It helps me. It helps me to just have way more fun in life. It helps me to bliss out. So that's the kind of spirit behind awakening your inner wizard. I believe you're magical, and you have incredible talents and skills, and I hope you're putting them to use. And you could put them to use and have like a more blissful life. I believe like 10x what you're doing now. 10x. You can absolutely connect. We can do cool things. Like if you want, you can speak in other languages, speak in tongues. You can learn other languages in the natural. You can you can have visions for people. You can listen to your body more. You can even ask your body yes or no questions, and you can do muscle testing. I'm not going to get into this in this video. This is kind of an overall thing, but if you're interested, let me know. We can talk about that stuff. And I will cover some of that stuff because the specifics are awesome, right? The little details. Just real quick, if your polarity is correct, and you could easily change it, but ask yourself yes or no questions, or statements even. And so if you stand up tall and say like, my name is Jeffrey, and just notice where your body goes. My body just leaned back a little bit. If you lean back, it's a no. If you lean forward, it's a yes. So if I say I'm a plant, Just, you really got to let go, right? Because you could force it and kind of fake it. But if you really let go, you'll notice like your body shifts a little bit. So if I say, my name is Michael, I lean forward naturally a little bit. And that affirms that is true. So test that out. I can cover that in more detail later. But yeah, awaken your inner wizard. And if you are interested in my card game, I'll have a link in the description. It's depending on when this comes out, you might be able to buy it on my website, on our website, or you can pre-order it. We did a Kickstarter last year, and there's definitely more to come in that arena. So I'll put some relevant links in the description. You can check it out, and it's an awesome card game. Honestly, it's a really good game. I had some great team, great team, a council of wizards and peeps, friends that helped develop it and make it a pretty sharp game. It's pretty casual. It's quick. It's easy to learn, it's fun, quick to play, but at the same time, it can go deep, you can draft it, it can be very strategic. It's a dueling card game that you can play with up to 4 players. It's pretty dope. So anyway, I love you. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that your inner wizard is being awakened. Right? I love you, and stay magical.